I'd like to take this time to welcome each one of you to this very special day, this very special luncheon, where we will honor some teachers. We have some special guests here today. From Senator Campbell's office, Kelly Paulus. Would you please stand? Oh, you are. Please remain standing. County Judge Kyle Kutcher, would you please stand? Mayor Donna Johnson, would you please stand? Any City Council members, would y'all please stand? Seguin City Council members. Any county commissioners? Drew Engelke, are you in the house? And then I'd like to ask our school board, trustees, and councils to stand. Our Seguin chamber members, the board members, if y'all would please stand. Every time I get through, there won't be anybody sitting. Please remain standing. The Education Partnership Committee members, if you would please stand. And also our ambassadors. Our ambassadors who do a wonderful job. We thank you for everything that you do to help us put these luncheons on each month and to represent our chamber in its functions. I'd like to also thank Creations Catering for a great, delicious meal today. We appreciate that very much. My name is Lee Phelps. I'm the chair for the Chamber of Commerce, and it is my honor to stand before you each time we have a meeting and attempt to bring forth some information that is useful. I would like to ask our special Randolph Brooks Federal Credit Union, they're our presenting sponsor. I'd like to ask if you have a word to say. Come on up. In front of the microphone.
I didn't have her name yet, so it's okay. Welcome everyone. My name is Geraldine Tomar. I'm the assistant branch manager at Randolph Brooks Federal Credit Union on Highway 46. On behalf of the credit union, we would like to congratulate all for all your effortless time and dedication to all the students. We know this has been a difficult year for all, and we praise all of you for being able to overcome these obstacles. Feel free at any time to visit our table while you're here, and if you have any questions in the future, please visit any one of our locations. Now, let's give a round of applause to all our educators here.
We'd also like to thank Walmart and Mathis Services for sponsoring today's event, and to GVEC for providing extended Wi-Fi capability. Would y'all please stand and be recognized? Anybody from Walmart, Mathis Services, and GVEC? Thank you. You know, I would be really remiss if I did not mention the fact that I have two granddaughters that are school teachers. And I know that this has really been a difficult year for not only teachers, but for students. Y'all have faced all types of difficulties in new experiences in teaching and learning. So it's been a trying year. I hope that everybody will be glad to get back to our new normal, whatever that is, or to at least get back to teaching and learning the way that we've been doing in the past. So my hats are off to all of you teachers, all educators who have worked extra hard this year, the last 18 months, I guess, trying to get things done so that it's the kids are learning and passing all their grades, doing everything they're supposed to do. Graduation's been different. Proms have been almost non-existent. So educators in general and the students, parents who have kids at home that have had to learn different ways. You've been teachers too. So if you're a parent here today and you're not a teacher, but you're a parent, and you have kids that are at home learning, my hat's off to you as well, because you've been a teacher too. I would like to ask the Seguin Christian Academy to come forth and offer our invocation.
Dear Lord, today I'm praying for all the teachers of the year. Please, Lord, help the teachers' families to be safe. We thank our teachers that one day we will become leaders of the community. Lord, help these teachers to use the wisdom that you have given them. Help them to use the knowledge and skill that you have given them so that we can be the best that we can be. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Hi, Dr. Donna Campbell here, and it's an honor to be your Texas Senator. I want to thank the teachers. Thank you for all that you do. The recent challenges that you've had to overcome are historic, but every student that you interact with is forever impacted by your patience, encouragement, your optimism, your wisdom. As you shape their hearts and minds, you're shaping the future of Texas. And together we'll keep Texas strong because we don't have another Texas to move to. Thank you again for all that you do. Stay safe. Doctor's orders.
First of all, congratulations to all the teachers out there. I'm State Representative John Kemple, and I represent Texas House District 44, which is comprised of Guadalupe and Wilson counties in their entirety. And what I just wanted to say today was, again, congratulations. And thank y'all for what you do, not only with the kids in my district, but all across the state. And y'all being recognized as Teachers of the Year just shows, you know, through this past historic time, your patience, dedication, adaptability, and give them everything they need as they mature as young adults. Again, congratulations to your contributions to all the students. And rest assured, your passion, time, patience does not go unnoticed. So with that, one more time, congratulations to all y'all.
Okay, we now have a city and county proclamation to be presented by County Judge Kyle Fletcher and Seguin Mayor Donna Dodger. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Yes, it's afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you so much. We can't express enough about the teachers, and I want to tell you a little story about my first grade teacher, Mrs. Long, because I can still really, really remember her. And I'm old enough to think of it as civics, but it was government in my senior year, and that's part of the reason that I'm here today, because of Mrs. Albright. So thank you for all that you do.
Hello, everybody. Truly is an honor and a privilege to be here with you. On behalf of Commissioners Court in Guadalupe County, I just want to say welcome. Thank you for being here to honor the teachers. If you look at the past year and truly think of the modifications that had to be made to the teaching system and all that had to be overcome, it truly is a miracle at what was accomplished. I think as the city and the county, along with the hospital, and our response to trying to serve the public, there was great partnerships and collaboration that took place, but also included the school districts. I can't say thank you enough to the administrators, superintendents, staff, everybody. We communicated on a regular basis. They probably got tired of talking to Donna and myself, but really do appreciate their partnership throughout this. And I hope that the public and the community has taken notice and has a newfound appreciation, not only for the school districts, but also specifically for the teachers who had to pull double and triple duty, trying to teach kids in the classroom, remote learning, all the extra communication that went along with it. I tell you, I know that the few days that my wife didn't feel good and I had to stay home with the kids, I was going, I cannot do this. I am not strong enough. Send me back to the courthouse, please. So I personally want to say thank you on behalf of our family, but also on behalf of the court and the county. Just truly do appreciate everything you've done. Mayor and I are going to read a proclamation recognizing 2021 Teachers of the Year. Whereas teachers make schools great by working to open students' minds to ideas, knowledge, and dreams. And
whereas teachers keep American democracy alive by laying the foundation for good citizenship. And
whereas teachers fill many roles as listeners, explorers, role models, motivators, and mentors.
Whereas teachers provided technology support to their students while serving as facilitators, ensuring each student had accessibility to remote learning. And
whereas teachers continue to influence us long after our school days are only memories. And
whereas teachers should be accorded high public esteem, reflecting the value the community places on public education.
And teachers provide our youth with knowledge that will help prepare them for their roles as future leaders in our communities, our state, and our nation.
And whereas we, the undersigned, wish to recognize our classroom teachers for their dedication and commitment and for making a difference in the education of our children by honoring the Teacher of the Year Award winners as representatives of the outstanding teachers in Guadalupe County.
Now, therefore, be it resolved that together, Guadalupe County and the City of Seguin hereby urge all persons and businesses interested in education to join in a salute to our teachers.
Be it further resolved, we call on the community to join with us in personally expressing appreciation to our teachers for a job well done by taking the time to recognize and acknowledge the impact that teachers have on our lives.
Signed on this 19th day of May 2021. Again, thank you, everybody. Thank you, teachers.
Yes, thank you very, very much. I remember my first grade teacher. She really made a big impact on my life, and that was a long time ago. That part of my memory is still there. Okay, y'all bear with me for a minute. The Seguin Area Chamber of Commerce is happy to recognize the 2021 Teachers of the Year for Seguin ISD, Navarro ISD, Marion ISD, St. James Catholic School, Seguin Christian Academy, and Southwest Preparatory School. Each teacher will be presented with a plaque from the Chamber of Commerce. They will also receive letters of appreciation from Senator Donna Campbell and a copy of the proclamation from the city of Seguin in Guadalupe County. I would like to ask the teachers to return here to the stage after the program. We're going to take a group picture if you don't mind. So at this time, we will start our program. Please, when you walk up from my right, watch the yellow extension cord that goes across. We've got a tape, but there are some spaces that are not, so be careful. I'm not picking anybody up. I can't.
We're videotaping.
Okay. The superintendent of Navarro Independent School District, Wendy Russell, would you please come forward?
Do we have their names? Teacher?
Yes. Good afternoon. I'm new to this, so we're figuring out what this looks like. I have to go first instead of everyone else that has been here. So I will tell you what an honor it is for me to be standing here to honor and celebrate the teachers, all the teachers from the whole area. This was a history-making year, and teachers really stepped up back in March when we found out we weren't going back to school, and have just been running full force ever since. I don't think a teacher took a summer break. They were busy planning on what it was going to look like when we came back and how that was going to work. So our teachers have been very busy, and I know they're looking forward to this summer so that they can rest and rejuvenate, and it's only going to get better from here. We've already made history. We've already done it. It's going to be easier next year. I will say that for Navarro ISD, our teachers are phenomenal, and we had a hard time choosing who was going to be Teacher of the Year because they're all Teachers of the Year. Everyone worked so hard. We did come up with names for representatives of each campus to honor as Teacher of the Year, but I will tell you at the same time that these teachers were doing remote learning and in-class learning at the same time. So they were having to engage our kids through a screen while engaging our kids in a classroom, and it was a lot to ask, and each and every one of them stepped up. So as we started asking about who was going to be our Teacher of the Year, these teachers really rose to the surface at that time for the engagement piece. So our elementary Teacher of the Year is Tanya Spear.
Leave it to me.
We're learning together. The intermediate Teacher of the Year is Jennifer Mulvaney.
Oh, yes.
She's in the, are you gonna be in the picture? Lee. So it's not gonna late.
While they're taking pictures, I will say thank you to their guests that are here because you've supported them every day. They probably came home in tears at the first of the year. Thank you for supporting them and pushing them out the door the next day so they can come back. We appreciate you. Our junior high Teacher of the Year is Annie Cole. And for our high
High School. We actually had a tie, and we didn't want to break it, so we're going to honor both of them. And our high school teachers of the year are Sarah Holton. And Mr. Warndale, and I can't come up with your first name now.
Michael.
Michael Warndale. Thank you for all your support of Navarro ISD.
Thank you.
St. James. Kelly Lynn.
I went to the next page.
Thank you for having us here. This year, St. James Catholic School Educator of the Year is fourth grade teacher Rosario Castillo. Ms. Castillo has 5 years of teaching experience. She is a very important part of our school team. She is a wonderful role model for faculty, staff, and students. Her classroom is welcoming and organized. She is a continuous learner and a continuous giver. Ms. Castillo is always willing to listen. As an educator, she delivers quality instruction, sets high expectations for her students, and supports our school with a passion. Rosario is organized, structured, kind, and calm. Her students love her because she is fair and consistent. She is willing to help others whenever needed. She does an excellent job managing her students in class, as well as facilitating for virtual learners. She has a faith-filled attitude, and she demonstrates her faith, her love, through the classroom instruction and her actions. We can always depend on Ms. Castillo to do the next right thing. Her signature on her email says, "God is good all the time." Her favorite Bible verse is taken from Matthew chapter 22. "Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might." She is devoted to her family, and she believes in the power of prayer. When Ms. Castillo was named Educator of the Year at our school, she was very humbled by the recognition. Her statement to her peers was, and this is a quote, "During this season of Lent, we are reminded to make sacrifices and to give a little more of ourselves. I work with fellow teachers and staff who give so much of themselves on a daily basis throughout the year to shape and nurture the lives of our students. With that in mind, being nominated for Educator of the Year seems so undeserving, yet I am so proud and honored that these loving and dedicated women have chosen me as Educator of the Year. Rosario is a great asset to St. James Catholic School, and I am proud to call her my colleague." Okay, now I'll see if I can do the next one right. Marion ISD, Kelly Lindholm.
Good afternoon.
As has already been said several times over, I would just like to reiterate as well, it's been a difficult year, but in a difficult year, we've also found just how tough we are and how wonderful our teachers really are and how resilient they are. And kudos to all the teachers across the area, the state, everywhere across the nation who have persevered. And as has been said already too, made history. We're very proud of all of you, but we needed to choose one person from each campus, and we have done so, and we are here to honor them today. So I'd like to begin with our Krieger Primary Campus Teacher of the Year, Bridget Britsky. A graduate of Texas A&M San Antonio with a bachelor's in multidisciplinary studies, Bridget has been in Marion ISD for 6 years. She spent 6 years in Judson ISD before coming back to her roots in Marion. She is proud that her children, Brayden, who is in 2nd grade, and Brittany, who is in kindergarten, are the 4th generation in her family to attend Marion ISD schools. Bridget has put her certifications in special education, ESL, and dyslexia to use, as she has taught 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th reading intervention and dyslexia students. Reading is her passion, as she loves teaching young children to read. She has been married to her husband, Brian, for 14 years, and her family ties within the community is what makes Marion special to her. Congratulations, Bridget Britsky. Our Teacher of the Year for our Carr Elementary campus is Taylor Lindbergh. A graduate of Texas State University with a bachelor's in interdisciplinary studies, Taylor has been teaching for 2 years. Taylor is originally from Rowlett, and she will be attending the University of Texas at Arlington to attain her master's degree in leadership and policy studies. Taylor is inspired by Ralph Waldo Emerson's words, "Make the most for yourself, for that is all there is for you." These words remind her to pass along her knowledge to children in an engaging manner, making an impact on their lives. She quietly leads by example and is tireless in her efforts to help her students learn and grow. Congratulations, Taylor Lindbergh. Our Teacher of the Year for Marion Middle School is Joanna Randolph. Jo grew up on Randolph Air Force Base, and after a year in college, she enlisted in the Air Force for 6.5 years to serve her country. She had the pleasure of serving in direct support of President George W. Bush while stationed in the DC area. After serving an overseas deployment from 2008 to 2009, Jo decided to devote more of her time to her husband, Stephen, and her 2 children, Justin and Kaylee. From that point, it took her 4 years to complete her bachelor's and master's degrees. She started off her career in education at Judson ISD in 2014, where she was named Distinguished First Year Educator in 2015. In 2018, Jo was hired at Marion Middle School as a teacher and coach. Anyone who knows Jo knows she absolutely loves teaching, helping anyone in need, and all of her students. Jo spends her personal time attending cheerleading competitions, volleyball games, track meets, basketball tournaments, anything else students past or present invite her to. As an educator, she believes it is important to show how much she cares, teach life lessons, and leave a positive, lasting impression on as many people as possible. Congratulations, Joanna Randolph. And our Teacher of the Year for Marion High School, Cliff Hill. Before entering the world of education, Cliff served in the U.S. Army for 6 years as a Staff Sergeant Cavalry Scout. He has been a teacher and coach for 12 years and is currently teaching special education students as well as serving as the transition coordinator, helping students determine their life goals after high school. He is the assistant head football coach and head boys track coach. Coach Hill serves our students with honor and integrity. His passion for kids is contagious. He works diligently to ensure that our students have a positive experience at Marion High School and that they will continue on their successful career after their time with us. Cliff is also the proud father of 2 beautiful young daughters, Grace and Annie. Our Teacher of the Year from Marion High School, Cliff Hill. Thank you, and again, congratulations to everyone.
No one really lost. Southwest Preparatory School, Veronica Champion, please.
Good afternoon. It is my privilege to introduce to you a teacher who possesses an outstanding ability to facilitate learning in her classroom. She provides engaging and creative instruction, sets high expectations for her students as individuals and as a class. She establishes a sense of community and self-regulation, actively monitoring student progress and immediately adjusting teaching and assessment as needed. This teacher sets the tone for teaching and learning at Southwest Preparatory School, Seguin. I can say all of this and so much more about our teacher, but one of her students said it best and got to the heart of the matter. She's considerate, she's loving, she's kind, and most importantly, she cares about our feelings, our happiness. She's the best teacher. It is my honor to present to you Ms. Avonlea Hernandez.
Seguin Christian Academy, Robin Evans.
Seguin Christian Academy's Teacher of the Year is Cassandra Grant. Cassie has been teaching for 14 years in different schools in different states, and now she brings her special talents to the students, families, and staff of SCA. She came aboard with a bright smile and what seemed to be an unending energy and enthusiasm. She joined our staff in January of 2020, and we know what comes after that. She only had a short time to settle in, and before we all experienced the unexpected quarantine that caused a radical change to education. Cassie was not daunted by that task, but continued without missing a beat. She even seemed to thrive on Zoom and Screencastify. She learned to not only navigate the technologies, but to train others how to use these tools as well. She quickly proved to all that she was very much a team player. In a smaller school, everyone must go above and beyond to keep things running smoothly, and she has been so willing to go the extra mile to help in all capacities. She continues to give extra to her classroom students and to the virtual students that she teaches. She's ensured that her virtual student will return to campus on grade level with no gaps in learning. As amazing as all of this is, she also manages a home with her husband, 4 children, a tarantula, a large scorpion, fish, and assorted cats and dogs. Some of these are by her choice and others by default, but she handles it all with grace. Thank you, Cassie, for choosing to honor God by using the talents He's given you. We are blessed to have you on our staff.
I told her they were going to read 5 pages. Okay, at this time, I'd like to ask Dr. Matthew Gutierrez to come forward for Seguin ISD.
It is certainly a wonderful time of year as we get together to honor the top teachers in our area, and how nice it is to see so many faces that I've not had the opportunity to see for the last 14, 15 plus months. Normalcy is almost here. It goes without saying that this past year has been exceptional, challenging, and extraordinary on many levels. For this reason, back in February, we made the decision to divert from our tradition of naming an individual Teacher of the Year from each campus. Although I certainly enjoy highlighting each teacher who comes up and their uniqueness, this year is certainly different. In lieu of honoring an individual teacher, I firmly believe that all of our Seguin ISD teachers have earned that distinct honor of being named Teacher of the Year. Our teachers work tirelessly through a pandemic to provide our students with the best education possible. The challenges were above and beyond what we experienced in public education in decades. Remote and distance learning, health and safety protocols, and providing for the emotional and social well-being of students and their families as well. A week-long closure due to winter weather certainly didn't make things easier on our teachers. However, our teachers, our students, and our entire community persevered, and here we are today, 15 days away from a well-deserved summer break. In a moment, I will ask each of our campus principals to come forward and accept the Honorary Teacher of the Year award to take back to their respective campus. But before I do, I want to thank Seguin ISD's 505 teachers, as well as their families, for their flexibility, professionalism, and service to our 7,000 plus students. Congratulations and keep up the great work, Seguin ISD educators. Representing Fall Early Childhood Learning Center is Principal Deborah Wright. Representing Barnes Middle School is Principal Jason Schmidt. Representing Breezemeister Middle School, Dr. James Diaz. Representing Jefferson Avenue Elementary School, Principal Aaron Hanna.
Oh, he's good. He's good. Get it down. Was that right?
Representing Kennedy Elementary School, Principal Cassie Taylor. Representing McQueen Elementary School, Principal Meredith Stavlin. Representing the Mercer Bloomberg Learning Center at Sager is Principal Jay Law. Representing Fatlan Elementary School, Principal Linda Guzman. Representing Rodriguez Elementary School, Principal Yolanda Grijalva. Representing the Seguin Alternative School, Principal Amy Rager. Representing the Seguin High School, Principal Dr. Hector Esquivel.
I need you to do that one more time. Go. There you go.
Live and learn.
Yeah, live and learn.
Representing Bogle Elementary School, Principal Rhonda Hubel.
You might need to edit that one.
Representing Weinert Elementary School, Principal Mary Hernandez. And while we are very proud of our educators, I want to thank the Seguin Area Chamber of Commerce for hosting today's annual event. Those of you who are in attendance today to support our education in our community are truly appreciated, and we look forward to your continued support. Thank you.
Congratulations to everyone for a job well done. Don't forget, we'd like to have you all come back up to the front to have a group photo taken before you leave. So it's raining, you don't want to go out there right now. I'd like to recognize our display tables. If you haven't visited them, please take a moment to do so before you leave. Randolph Brooks Federal Credit Union, Walmart Supercenter, I don't think they're here. GVEC, Color Street Nails, First Insurance Group, the Seguin Young Professionals, and South Texas Pregnancy Care Center is also here. And I'd like to welcome our new members. If you would please stand and be recognized. These are members since our last luncheon. The Law Office of Hunter H. Huell. You're not here. You can't stand. Thunderpaws. Y'all go back and tell them we called out their name, okay? Tarpon Blue Real Estate. Yaklin, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. These people are afraid of the rain. This is why y'all are teachers.
Oh, they're teachers.
First Insurance Group, I know you're here. Foundation Support Specialist. Sports Clips Haircuts. The Book House. Reiniger Business Solutions. Primitive Design Company. Okay, like I said, y'all go back and visit these businesses and tell them we called their name out. The Chamber Mixer. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have a mixer?
We have a mixer.
We're gonna have a mixer. June 17th, First United Bank. Y'all be sure to come out to the mixer. Are we still doing the money in the box and the pot or whatever? Do you know what it is? $200, $500, $1?
I don't know.
Okay, well, come out, you're gonna win some
More
money
than
maybe.
50.
Huh?
It'll be more than 50.
It'll be more than 50.
Okay.
I understand that Gordon's donating. I'm kidding. Smile. I'm gonna take your picture. It's gonna be at First Commercial Bank.
First United.
I'm sorry. I'm going back to bed now. First United Bank. Chamber Mixer, June 17th at First United Bank. Be there. Seguin Area Youth Leadership Academy is June 21st through the 25th. Thank you to the Education Partnership Committee for organizing the event today. Also, thank you to Theta Kappa, chapter of the Delta Kappa Gamma International. Would y'all please stand and be recognized? And always, thank you to our ambassadors again for such an outstanding job that you do. They set up the tables and decorate everything so nice, so we appreciate them. Our next lunch meeting is June the 2nd. We will have the Leadership Seguin graduation, and it will be at the Silver Center. I'm so bad they had to write everything down for me. I hope I read it right. Okay. If I could have all of the Teachers of the Year, the school campuses, everyone who received a plaque, please come up to the front for your photos. And this concludes our program.
Everybody see me? Yes. Okay, on the count of 3. 900, 700.
We got one we can't see.
1, 2, 3. Another one. One more. One more. Okay. Got it. Okay.
You're okay.